Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. We're going to be looking at how to create your own lens flares. It's a super easy effect to pull off, and creating your own will make your footage a lot more unique. So let's jump straight into it. Alright, so to pull off this effect, you're going to need three things. That's a camera, lens, and a torch. I'm just going to be using my phone's torch. Alright, so you've got your camera, lens attached. First thing you want to do is, with the lens cap on, just slightly detach your lens. So you leave a little bit of a gap just here. And then with your phone's torch and hitting record on your camera, you want to just move your torch around that gap. And as you'll see, you'll start getting these crazy sort of lens flares inside the sensor, and you take your lens off and on. So the further you take it off, the brighter it'll get, and then putting it back on creates the darkness again. So that helps for transitions. So if you want a full lens flare wipe, you can take your lens off further so the full screen is covered by the light, and then put it back on to help finish the transition. Another trick you can do to make a few different effects is take your lens completely off and then point the sensor at a bright light. So I've got a light right here, and you just put your fingers in front of the sensor and then just move them around, pointing straight at the light, and it helps create a different effect. But make sure when you're doing this, you're very careful because you don't want to touch your sensor. All right, so once you've recorded your footage, you want to jump inside Premiere, chuck it onto your timeline above your footage that you want to have the lens flare. Then in your effects controls panel, you want to go down to opacity, then hit the blend mode and change that to screen. And that'll get rid of the black parts of the image, so it's just left with the lens flare. Alright, so that'll about do it for today's tutorial. As you can see, a super simple effect that can really help spice up your footage. And because you created the lens flares yourself, it makes your footage a lot more unique. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Instagram at jarrod.peck, and I'll see you in the next one.